First of all, many congratulations to you, the entire ET Now team, and also our viewers who have kept us going. Now let's get started with how the US markets are looking. Well, like you said, trading was closed in the US yesterday for the Juneteenth holiday. Now, stock futures, they are lower ahead of today's session. Now, investors are monitoring the conflict in the Middle East between Iran and Israel, and also potential direct US involvement there. Now, the futures tied to Dow Jones Industrial average, they slipped 154 points. The Nasdaq composite, the futures related to Nasdaq composite, they also ticked down about 0.2%, where so did the S&P 500 futures. Now, investors, as I said, remain jittery as the conflict between Israel and Iran is yet to cool off. Now, US President Donald Trump, he's weighing direct US involvement with a strike on Tehran, with the White House on Thursday saying that he will make a final decision within the next 2 weeks. Now, for the week, if you look at the moves in all three major averages, now the S&P 500, that's up marginally with the gains of 0.07%, whereas the 30 stock Dow, that has lost 0.06%, whereas the Nasdaq, that has advanced about 1% for the week. But Ankur, how are things looking on the crude front? Still volatile?
Yes, it's a volatile situation because, as you mentioned, the situation in US, something which everybody is watching for, whether or not there is going to be an attack in Iran. So WTI futures were actually trading around $76, and if you talk about Brent crude, that was hovering around $76.30. But more importantly, if you talk on a weekly basis, this will be around a third weekly gain that has come after OPEC meeting which happened, and they decided to increase the output, and even in the next meeting the expectation is that there will be an increase in the output.